What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Legit Whiskey Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing Old Elk Wheated Bourbon. Alright, so Old Elk, this one's coming in at 92 proof, so that's 46% ABV, and this is coming out of Fort Collins, Colorado, but it's distilled in Indiana. So I know they're already producing their own distillate, or they're aging their distillate, but I don't think it's out yet. So they're still sourcing from NJP, which is nothing wrong with that. They're super transparent about it. But when it comes to Old Elk, like I said, they're out of Fort Collins, Colorado, and they've been around for around 5 to 6 years. I could be a little bit off on that, don't quote me, but it's about 5 to 6 years. So once their distillate is aged to where they want it to be, then they'll start releasing their own distillate. But they do a lot of they put out a lot of different bottles. They put out ryes, they put out the regular bourbons, like I said, the wheated bourbons. They put out a wheat whiskey, so they just have a different variety of bourbons and whiskeys that they put out. But the one we're reviewing today, like I said, is the wheated bourbon. So can't wait to get into this one. As far as availability, I'm not sure how available this is nationwide. I know down here in the Southwest, I see it pretty often in different states around here. But as far as other states in the East Coast, I'm not sure what the availability is as far as, the East Coast or anywhere else. But so I'm not sure what the availability is, but as far as my area, it's pretty available. I see it everywhere. So all right, let's get into this. This has a nice like amber color too, like medium amber, dark amber color. It's really nice, and it's sticking really good to the glass too. So let's get into the nose. So what I noticed with this one, what really stuck out to me when I first picked it up, and now coming back to it, is a honey and then a tea note. The honey and the tea is what stands out the most. That's really nice. It's like it's not fruity. It doesn't lean towards fruity, but it also doesn't lean toward, like, it's not really light. It's just like in the middle, but it's not like I said, it's not fruity. It's like I said, it's honey, it's tea. There's a little bit of caramel in here. So that's a typical bourbon flavor. There's maybe a little bit of oak coming through. Not a lot. There's a lot of vanilla as well. I feel like the tea, the honey, and the vanilla is what really stands out the most as far as the nose. But yeah, it smells pretty good. Pretty classic flavors on the nose overall, but I like what's here. So let's go to the palate. Cheers. Anytime I have a wheater, I always get that certain note that lets me know it's a wheater, and I'm kind of getting it in this one. It's like a bready note. So it's like a bread, I don't know, like a bready note. And that always lets me know it's like a wheater. The way my brain perceives it is as bread, but somebody else may perceive it as something else. But the flavors that I got on the nose translated to the palate, so I'm getting that tea and that honey, really nice. The caramel came through on the palate as well. Not the vanilla as much. I was getting a lot of vanilla on the nose, but not as much on the palate. As far as the finish, I got there's a decent amount of spice here. I'm not sure what the mash bill is. It doesn't say it here on the bottle. But there's a decent amount of spice. I really like that because it completes the experience as far as the back end of the palate. So a lot of spice. There's a little bit of oak, not too much. And by the way, this is aged 5 years, so it's not super young, but it's not super old either. So it's like right in, in the middle. But once their distillate, like I said, ages and they start putting that out, it'll be really nice. So, but anyways, what's here I really enjoy. Like I said, everything translated from the nose to the palate, especially that tea and that honey note, and then with the spice. So it's a good overall experience here. Let me go at it again. Now that it's sat just that little bit of time that I was talking, now I'm getting more. What stands out the most, just from sitting there in the glass, is a maple syrup introduced to the nose now. That's really nice. Yeah, I like that. Let's go to the palate again. Yeah, I feel like what dominates the palate also is that tea, which I enjoy in certain MGP bourbons. I get that a lot in a lot of MGP. So that tea note and then that honey note is really what's standing out. Like I said, on the nose, I was getting more. The second time I was getting more of a maple syrup, but on the palate, I still get that tea and that honey, and then to go along with that spice and that oak, it's just a good combination. It's classic. I would say pretty much down the middle as far as classic bourbon flavors, but what's here is good. It's super enjoyable. There's nothing off-putting about it, even for it only being 5 years old. They know what they're doing. It's really, really, really good. Super enjoyable. And as far as the price, it is a little bit pricey depending on your area. I've seen it anywhere from, and it also depends on which one you get, but as far as the wheated bourbon, I've seen it anywhere from $65 to $75, you know, so it really just depends on your area and how much you're able to find it for. But you know, they are sourcing from MGP, like I said, and it takes time to produce your own distillate. So, you know, the price is going to be a little bit high, but what's here is enjoyable, is really good. So as far as my final score, I'm going to give it a B minus. It's not anything that's gonna blow your mind. It's a little bit pricey as well, but what's here is really good, super enjoyable, and I can't complain about it. I'm glad I picked it up and can't wait to try, you know, the other variety of bourbons and whiskeys they put out. And also I can't wait till they start producing their own distillate to see what the difference is, what new flavors they bring to the table. So if you guys like my content, remember to smash that like button, remember to subscribe. You guys can catch me on Instagram at Legit Whiskey Reviews, and keep it legit and do it for the love of whiskey. Cheers.